When you've got an addiction and you have been submerged in maybe the 12-step program and the journey out of addiction or to management of that addiction, it's sometimes hard to see how there may be a permanent solution to it. And when we present a solution like transformational teaching, awakening, and the meditative, thoughtless route through presence and meditation, often people are confused about how will finding some inner peace help my addiction and how will it permanently change anything. I've been told I'm going to be an addict for life and that it's physiological. And how is it that a holistic route might be different than the route I've been shown and I'm taking? The interesting thing about addiction is the cause versus the symptom. Addiction is actually a symptom, not a cause. Although in the wider world, dealing with symptoms rather than causes has become the norm. It is the base level of our societal way of doing things. So instead of a doctor dealing with what is the health cause, which may be diet, it may be stress, it may be the way we think and the patterns we are establishing, they deal with the symptom and give us the drugs that deal with the symptom. And that's true of addiction too. If you ask yourself, why did you become an addict, or why are you addicted to a substance or an activity or a drug or whatever it might be, the answer will often be the same. You essentially were very uncomfortable in the way that your life feels absent of that activity or substance, and you were using the substance to escape the overwhelming way that you were feeling before you had or used that substance or activity. So addiction is caused by the way life feels, or the accumulated overwhelm of life. If we were happy, if we were peaceful, if we were fulfilled in our lives, then the question of would we need to escape them and would we need the vehicles of escape such as alcohol, drugs, social media, work, exercise, they're all addictions in their own way. They're all methods of escape. The question of how much would we need to escape our lives if our minds were quiet and they weren't telling us that it was overwhelming, they weren't submerged in being unhappy with the things we have to do each day, and they weren't overactive in their thinking, trying to figure out how to get to the next thing or run away from the things we're scared of. If our minds were quiet, then there would be no need to escape the way we feel, because the way we feel would be sensory. It would be joyful, it would be simple, and it wouldn't be overpowered by subjective ideas and thoughts telling us that we are unhappy, trapped, or finding life difficult. And it is those thoughts and feelings that addictions are used to escape. And it's not just the stereotypical addictions. We certainly escape using our telephones, social media, TV. We use jobs and money. We use many different things to escape the way that our lives feel. So the holistic route is totally different. It is looking at the cause and changing the dynamics we've got with our lives, and looking at how our ideas about life influence our thoughts about life, and how our thoughts influence every action we are taking. Everything we've got to do, be, and have is coming from our ideas about life, and our thoughts are non-stop telling us what they are. So our thoughts repeat our ideas, and we are the arbiters of the ideas we create. So we create the ideas or adopt them, and then our thoughts tell us what we've got to do, what we should look like, how we should try to navigate this mess that we call a societal framework, or whatever you want to look at it like. And we're kind of in this melting pot of things that need endless management. So the endless management comes from our ideas about what we need in order to be happy, what we need to look like, and how we need to feel. And there are so many things playing in that it is totally overwhelming. So this holistic route and finding peace inside is a totally different and a complete life-changing approach. It's nothing to do with trying to fix an addiction. It is all about looking at our ideas about every aspect of our life and looking to dissolve what forces us to think in a compulsive way, strategize in a compulsive way, and chase things outside of ourselves in order to be happy. And as we dissolve and see the mechanism at work that is underlying it, magical things happen. We awaken to that reality was never about all those things. It was never about doing this, looking like that, eating these foods, and complying with somebody else's ideas of how you should perform in that framework. Yet we just bought into it, and we did. And it became the cause of the way we felt. So the ideas that were overpowering us became overwhelming, and that overwhelm is what created a need to escape. In fact, our ideas and thoughts even look at the whole situation and say, I'm trapped in this situation. I can't get out. I want to get out, but I can't. And within that need to escape is look for a vehicle of escape. And it might be, oh, I need to go on my phone, I need to watch TV compulsively and binge watch. Or it might be, I need a drink, or I need some drugs, or I need a substance, or I need an activity, the sex or whatever, to take my mind off it. And then we take our mind off it using those vehicles, and then on reflection, we are regretful of using the vehicles, and they become part of the melting pot and the overwhelm. So we're now thinking about ourselves, self-criticism, and how we're unhappy with ourselves, and that is now part of the overwhelm that we're feeling. So everything plays into itself, and we're quite disappointed with ourselves for having the drink or taking the drugs or having the need of escape, and the thoughts are added to the management of the things or the other things that we think should make us happy, because now we need to stop with the drink, stop with the drugs, stop with the activities that we shouldn't have, and they've just added to all the other things that we've got in this framework. So as we realize that we are running a program, we are running subjective ideas about life, and we are trying to find our happiness in the people, places, and things that are outside of us, we realize that there's an opportunity to stop running the program. And as we see the mechanism, see the program, and learn the methods of dissolving it, which are all about mindfulness, presence, deep meditation, and learning to dissolve the importance of all these externalities and all of these things, we realize that our minds can go permanently quiet. And in the permanent peace of a mind that doesn't need to be anywhere, have anything, or do anything, a mind that is fulfilled, clearly there's no need to escape. There's no thought telling you you're trapped. There's no where to be other than where you are. And so addiction fades away permanently and happiness replaces it. But addiction is just one of the benefits, not all of the benefit, because all of your life has now completely and dramatically transformed.